Hello and welcome to Gurrock Farms. Today we're going to be demoing a round baler. I'm super excited. I've been looking at round balers for the past couple months now, and I got the chance this fall to demo one. Today we're going to be demoing the Massey Ferguson 4180V. Super excited, especially in our area. You don't hear a lot about this baler or this brand specifically. There's a lot of deer and a lot of Vermeer. So today I have Cody from Lindstrom Equipment, and I also have Jacob from AGCO out here to help us set this baler up and give it the best run for its money. And later on we'll get some of their input about this baler, and they'll go over some of the features and why this baler is better than the competitions, or so they say. Regardless, super excited to try it out, super excited to get educated on this baler, and excited for you guys to come along with us. Huge thank you to Lindstrom Equipment for putting this on, and big thanks to Cody, the salesman from Lindstrom Equipment, for lining all this up. Hopefully today goes good. Hopefully everything lines up and we get a good demo.
All right, so I'm up on the hill above our buildings. I got that field raked up yesterday. They got this Massey baler they're gonna try out here with Aaron, and I'm gonna get raking here with the ollie. And I did rake up most of this field already yesterday right before the sun went down, but the wind is blowing a little bit. Looks like it's gonna be a real nice day. I think we're gonna get some real nice bedding out of this, but I gotta get going because I got another custom guy coming at 2:30, because I don't believe they're gonna want us to put too many bales on this baler without necessarily buying it right out, but you never know. We'll see. So we're roughly doubling it. Now that other field down there was no-till sod last year, so it's real smooth yet. This one here we did some tillage in the spring up here, so it's a little rougher. So I got to rake up a notch, and I believe to do this right, it all needs to get moved with the rake, not just pushed on top of what's not raked. So if there's a stalk or two that's laying on the damp ground, it turned it over and it can dry a bit, at least enough so you don't get mold in your bales later. That's really all you want with corn stalks, is that you don't want it heating, you don't want it to be raggy, or then it gets pasted together, it doesn't come apart real nice like when it's drier. Not as fussy as hay, of course. So, and then this baler has got knives in it. They can actually cut the stuff up a bit, which is kind of an interesting deal, especially for this type of bedding, to make it a little finer. So I'll be looking forward to see how that works out. I guess this winter we'll find out. We had frost this morning, pretty good frost too. It's November 1st, and it seems to be all burned off pretty good. Amazing how it changes from day to night. Yeah, we got a little dust flying, so good sign. Feel those stumps in there, probably a little raw yet.
Okay, they got everything set up, so we're gonna go try her out, see what kind of bale it can make, see if everything's working out in the field. Okay, we just baled a couple bales and everything's running smooth now. It took a while to set it up, but we're gonna take some time. They're gonna walk us through this baler, give us the ins and outs, then not only do I have something to go off of and look back on, but you guys got some info as well. So we're gonna do that, and hopefully we both learn something. All right, so we sent a couple bales through it, and I'm here with Cody and Jacob. If you guys want to introduce yourselves and talk about what you both do.
So I'm Cody Richer. I'm with Lindstrom Equipment. I'm an equipment salesman, field salesman, and with me is Jacob Leverich from the AGCO company.
Yeah, I'm Jacob Leverich. I'm a Massey Ferguson product specialist from AGCO. So I cover full line Massey Ferguson products, and out here supporting these guys today on this beautiful day, fall day, with this 4180 round baler from Massey Ferguson. This is our best offering, our latest offering from Massey Ferguson. We've been really happy with this. We can quick change knives down in the bottom there, from 8 knives to 9 knives, 17 knives, or you can drop them all the way out if you want. depending on what your crop type is and what you're doing.
And from what I've seen firsthand, I like what the knives are doing, especially on this bedding. It is chopping it up more. It is breaking that stalk up, and I like what I'm seeing regarding the chopping system.
Yeah, one thing to add too with the chopping system there, as Jacob mentioned, we can go from 0 knives to 8 knives to 9 knives to 17, all adjustable in cab and on the go. So.
And now if you are going to be running with no knives or with a limited amount of knives, it's recommended to take the knife blanks over on the other side of the baler, install those up inside so we're not putting excessive wear on the knives that are pushed down and out of the way. Just an easy feature, quick change, easy to get them in and out, and we can change them within, you know, a few minutes here and there. The net wrap system, we can adjust from in the cab as well, just how many rotations that we want or how many wraps around the bale. Right now I think we're at 2.5, but you know, we were thinking about going up to 5 depending on what we want for strength of the bale wrap over time, how many times you're going to be handling it. We can have automatic, so it's just going to automatically toggle and cut right when you need it to, or right when you're baling. Makes it a lot easier than having to reach over and toggle a wrap every time that you're going.
I was thinking about here while you guys were talking, is this pickup head, is this considered a wide pickup head on the market, or is this pretty standard?
I believe we're at 84 inches
Yep.
on this, which, you know, against some of the competition, I definitely know we're wider, and I don't know that anyone makes a wider pickup head on this size baler.
Okay.
This is a 4x6 baler.
There's also a 4x5 version of this baler available, but a lot of guys are opting for the 4x6. Get that extra size.
Variable chamber, so we can adjust that down. I mean, 4 feet wide is what we're going to be making for bales, but we can make a 4-foot bale or a 6-foot bale.
Or a 6-foot bale, yep. And you know, we messed with that a little bit today. There's a small little bale that you got over there. That was the first one to come out. We didn't have her set quite where we wanted to, but now we're making the nice big 6-foot bales, and everything looks pretty
Yeah, it took some time to get it set up, but everything's working nice and smooth now. You're going to have that with anything the first time. So
Yeah, out of the box, there's always a few things. We do have the drop down gate if we would happen to plug, and I'll let
Yep,
Jake
the drop
talk about
floor. So the hydraulic drop floor in the back of the baler. It's right kind of your knife deck as well, is kind of what some guys call it, but we can open the back of the baler here and just drop it down. So if we do happen to plug, it's a lot easier if we can drop that floor out and just pull ahead and drop a lot of that material that we have in the back of the baler, so we're not causing an issue. We're not in there having to dig it out by hand. A lot of it just comes right out. Just a nice convenience feature, and it's all operated right from the cab.
do guys put different tires on these? I know some of the competition, they got some real wide.
I haven't seen anybody put different tires on these. I've just only seen what we have from the factory, but I haven't ever had any complaints about these tires either. Yeah, the kicker on the back is adjustable, so we can put that into different positions based upon how much you want that bale to get kicked out whenever you let her go.
Yeah, also turn the kicker on and off from inside the cab. As you see, we're in the hills. Generally speaking, we don't want the kicker on in the hills.
Let's open it up and show them what's inside. Maybe pop the shields open. And
right in here, this floor can just drop down.
other adjustments that a guy would have to know about if you were to own one of these balers or purchase one of
When
these?
you're getting started, I mean, really the big thing is getting your pickup set where you want it, making sure you're getting the clearance that you want on the ground, and you're picking up what you want. The next big adjustment here is going to be you can adjust your brake here. You can adjust this here, which is your net wrap tension here on this bar here, and then you can also adjust right here to tension the two rollers that bring the net wrap together. So as long as those are tensioned correctly and the net wrap is flowing well, then you're pretty damn good. That's all you're going to have to really worry about when you're going to adjust something on this baler.
And the tractor we're running it on today is the 7810. We had some issues with hydraulic remotes, so we might try swapping it to one of our other tractors to see if it's on our end or what's going on, but it's working right now. Is there anything else you guys wanted to touch on with this baler?
I think we covered pretty much everything.
Yeah.
It covered the basics on it. It's been a heck of a baler for Massey Ferguson. We've been really happy with it. Our customers have been really happy with it from what we've heard, and we're hoping to continue forward with development and hope that we can get a lot of continued use out of it for you guys, and hope it's producing the bales that you want.
Super grateful that they were both able to take the time to come out here and set this up, and thanks to Cody for taking the time to get this demo set up and possible. He's been great when it comes to working with me to get everything set up and scheduled. So, and then also huge thanks to Jacob for coming out here.
Yeah, no problem.
Great to have your help.
Yes.
Thanks.
Okay, so we're bailing on our own now. I think I'm confident enough to adjust the settings if I need to and handle the baler just fine. It took a little longer than we would have liked to get everything set up and ready to go, but we're bailing now and I'm getting the feel for it, which is important. I'm still trying to get the hang of unloading these bales and letting them go on these hillsides. It's a little tricky. This is the first time that I've actually round baled, so getting the feel for it. So if I seem new, it's because I am. As for things that we've been adjusting, we were using the knives early on, and I really liked what I was seeing for the bedding. My dad liked it too, but it just wasn't making a tight enough bale, and we're worried about stacking them and keeping them in the shed. We don't want them to fall apart on us. So we have it set on the silage setting. Theoretically, that should make our tightest bale, because that's meant to handle some wetter stuff. And we up the amount of times that the net wrap would wrap, so that we make sure we get a nice tight bale and it doesn't fall right apart. So we disabled the knives, and we like what we're seeing. It's holding together a lot better with those longer stocks. It's doing well so far. Super happy with what I'm seeing. But we're gonna keep moving here before the sun sets, and we'll get you guys some shots of her working. Get the hang of unloading these bales on the hill can be a skill of its own. It's a little tricky, that's for sure. Today we also have our custom guy that normally does our round baling. He's out here today. He's got a case set up. So it's really interesting to see what both balers are doing. Okay, I got this baler packed up. We're gonna bring it back to the yard and clean it off. I put 30 bales on her according to the monitor. So we're just about wrapped up with everything we had raked here. Our custom guy, he's really been going at her. He can cover a lot of ground really fast. You can tell he's done it before. So super happy that everything's been going well today. Super happy that I got the chance to demo this baler. But we're gonna head back up to the yard and at least blow the chaff off of this thing and get it somewhat cleaned up. Okay, so we got the baler unhooked, we got it all cleaned off, and we got the tractor put away, monitor out of it and everything. Daddy's putting away bales right now, but wanted to end off the video here. Thank you all for sticking around to the end. I'll have the dealership's link and Cody's number in the description. So if you guys are looking for anything from small lawn and garden tractors up to some really big stuff and any of the agriculture equipment you should need on your farm, give them a call. I'm sure they got it. Thank you to them for making this demo possible. It was a lot of fun. It was a great learning experience. We'll be looking at options this winter. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next one.